Krishnadevaraya. Okay, so this region only was the empire. Okay, he was the king. Krishnadevaraya ruled in the kingdom of Vijayanagara. Okay, so in the town, in this country, the capital was Hampi. Okay, so Hampi, so one of the very famous cities in those days. Okay, so when this city was founded, means the Vijayanagara Empire was founded in the year of 1336. Okay, so in those days, the Hampi was very famous city. Why? Because it's the technique or the architect technique. Okay, the entire city it was a very fortified city. Okay, so the entire city was built without using any cement-like object. Okay, so in a book itself they mentioned no mortars or cementing agent was using in the construction of these buildings. Okay, so you can see in your book they given the picture. So the walls, the temple's walls were used, constructed by, wedge them together by interlocking method. Okay, so this is the interlocking method. So each and every stone will keep this thing and they are making, they are constructing like that temple. So like that town. Okay, so they are not using any cement or connecting mortar. So they are using interlock technique. Okay, so where is Hampi is located? The river bank of Krishna and Tungabhadra. Okay, the river bank of Krishna and Tungabhadra. Okay, so Krishna and Tungabhadra river bank side. Wait, Krishna and Tungabhadra. So Krishna and Tungabhadra river bank side. Hampi is located. Hampi is capital city of Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, so already I said that architect was very famous. So very different compared in those days other building. Okay, so in that city they are constructing very big building. Okay, so in that building the arch. Okay, so you know very well. Suppose you had the chance to see old movies, particularly King's Palace or King's Space movie. In that we can see the palace. Okay, so in that arch, the entrance arch was made different, very fantastic method. Okay, and they are making domes and pillars, everything. Okay, and in that Hampi, that garden. Okay, the garden was very fabulous, and they are making separate orchards. Okay, and garden they are making very fantastic manners. Okay. And then during 15th and 16th century, okay, during 15th and 16th century, okay, so during 15th and 16th century, Hampi was very busiest commercial place. Okay, Hampi was very busiest place. Okay, why? times they dance in front of king also. Okay. So what festival was celebrated in this temple was very famous means Mahanavami. Okay. So Mahanavami. So this Mahanavami also called as present day Navaratri. Okay. Present day Navaratri only in those days, particularly in this place, it is called as Mahanavami. So this festival was very famous festival in this temple. Okay, so Mahanavami festival was celebrated in a very big manner, very the temple was decorated very huge manner. Okay, the decoration items, the dancers, the people who were visiting this temple, everything was very famous. Okay, so even the king also come and attend that function, and he received gift in the temple. Also we have mandapa. So in that mandapa the king will sit and he received a gift and a donation which was given by his subordinate. Okay, so like that very famous temple in those days. Okay, how this Hampi was lost its power. Okay, how this Hampi was lost its power means the time of 1565. Okay, the time of 1565, this Vijayanagara was defeated by Deccan Sultan. Okay, so defeated by Deccan Sultan. So slowly that place, the Hampi, will last its famousness, everything. Okay, so Hampi fell into the following defeat of Vijayanagara in 1565 by the Deccan Sultan, the rulers of Golconda, Bijapura, Ahmednagar, Berar and Bihar. Okay, so the entire region was under the control of the Deccan Sultan. So Hampi lost its famousness. Okay, so once again I said, where is Hampi located? Hampi is located at the Krishna Tungabhadra river bank. It was the capital of Vijayanagara Empire, which was founded in the year of 1336. Okay, around 200 years this city was very famous. Okay, so particularly in the time of 15th and 16th century, it was very famous city. Particularly Muslim traders cities and many European traders, particularly Eastern English traders and Portugal traders, they are come and doing their business activity here. And then the cultural event. Okay, the cultural event in Hampi we have one of the Shiva temple, Virupaksha temple. So in the temple we have separate dances, temple dances. They were called as Devadasi. So which festival was celebrated in the temple was very famous means Navaratri. So each and every year that Navaratri, that 9 days, the festival was celebrated in a very grand manner. Okay, even the king also attended function. Okay, he received gifts and he listened the dance performance which was danced by Devadasi. Okay, so when the Hampi was declared means the year of 1565, when the Deccan Sultan defeated Vijayanagara Empire, right? So next we are moving to Surat. Okay, so even nowadays also Surat was very famous. Where is Surat is located at present day Gujarat. Okay, present day Gujarat. We have even nowadays also the famous city Surat. Okay, Surat sari. So even nowadays also Surat was very famous for its textile. Okay, so in those days also Surat was famous for textile business. Okay, so Surat is a emporium of western trade. Okay, emporium. Surat is a emporium of what do you mean by emporium? So emporium, a place where goods from diverse places, okay, various product, various places, and it will sell and buy in that place. That is only called as emporium. So it is the emporium of western trade. Okay, Surat is the emporium of western trade. Okay, so where is Surat is located means present day Gujarat. Okay, present day Gujarat. So in those days Surat was under the control of Mughals. Okay, Gujarat, Surat was under the control of Mughals. Time of Aurangzeb ruling time, I think so. He gave the rights. He gave permission to East Indian Company. Okay, Okay, so it was present it was during Mughal period along with the Compay and somewhat later Ahmednagar. Surat was gateway of trading of West Asia. Okay, this is a gateway. Okay, what do you mean by gateway? I explain later. Gateway of Asia, West Asia to West Asia via the Gulf of Hormuz. See, this is the gateway of West. Okay, so this gateway of West. Why? Because many Western country traders, particularly many Muslim traders, they come particularly from Iran, Iraq, beginning time. Okay, before 13th to 15th century, many Western traders they are coming here and they are buying the things. They are buying the materials like textiles, spices, everything, and they sell it to the European traders. Okay, that's why it is called as a gateway of West, particularly West Asia to Gulf of Hormuz. Okay, and this Surat also called a gateway to Mecca. So this is the Surat also called gateway to Mecca. Do you know what is Mecca? What is the speciality of Mecca? Yeah, Mecca is a holy place of Muslim. Okay, Mecca is a holy place of Muslim. So each and every Muslim, wherever they live, in their lifetime, at least one time they want to go to Mecca. Okay, so in that that was a very holy place. So in those days, the Surat was called by gateway of Mecca. Why? Because many pilgrim ship, okay, many pilgrim ship set sail from here. Okay, each and every day, many pilgrim ship means many Muslim people they are going to Mecca from this port. Okay, through this port alone they are going to Mecca. That's why it is called as gateway to Mecca. Okay, so and this city was cosmopolitan. Okay, this city was cosmopolitan. What do you mean by cosmopolitan? Means a mixture of people they lived in this city. Okay, mixture of people they lived in this city. So all variety of all community of people, whether rich and poor. Okay, so all caste and all breed of people were lived. Okay, many country. Why? Because many ships come and here set sail here and it's going to that. See, one of the English historian, he said each and every day, the year of 1689, he wrote one of the book. In that time, each and every day, minimum 100 ships get ready for sailing. Okay, so just imagine how busiest port of Surat in those days. Okay, so like that port, many countries traders, many country people they are come that place and they are going to somewhere. So mixture of people they lived in that place. Okay, that's why called as cosmopolitan. Okay, particularly 17th century. Okay, particularly 17th century, the traders of Portuguese only find out the sea route of India, right? Okay, that Vasco da Gama belongs to Portugal. Okay, so Portuguese and Dutch and English. English means Britain. Okay, English means here Britain or British. Okay, so they have their own factories and warehouse. Okay, factories you know very well. Any factory they construct in that place and warehouse. What do you mean by warehouse? So they are rented a house or rented a place and converted into a godown. Okay, so many ships come there and they are going to they are taking sail from here to other place. I said no. So for that, suppose a ship came from Europe, it is carrying lot of goods which was want to sell in India. Okay, that after taking from ship, it was want to keep one place in safety. No. So like that, which product, suppose Iraq, Arabia, okay, that are called as Western Asia, Africa and entire Europe. Okay, so they are using our Indian flag alone. Okay, so in that Surat we have number of large hotels. How nowadays here the important trading place means or important tourist place means we have number of restaurants, number of hotels and lodges we have like that. In those days many restaurants were built. Why? Because many traders they came there. Okay, and then one of the money changing method they followed. Okay, one of the money changing method which was followed in Surat, it is called as hundis. Hundis means, see, in those days I said many foreign traders they come here and they are selling and they are buying things here and they are taking to their country, I said. Okay, so when the time of coming here they have to keep their amounts very safely, otherwise the theft problem, the thief problem is large. Okay, that's why they are introducing money changers. Okay, money changes method. Nowadays we have Western money transfer, like that you hear or not, I don't know. Western money transfer means suppose I was working in USA or any country, other country. Okay, now at present only that amount transaction, GPay, Google Pay, many money transaction methods started. We are using very simply now at present. But even before 10 to 15 years before and all, it is not much more. Okay, so that time some banks, particularly ICICI Bank, introduced one of the method, some money transfer. Okay, so suppose I was working in Australia, I want to send money to my parent here means in that branch. Okay, one money transfer branch I want to go and I want to pay that amount. How much I want to send to my parent, in that amount I have to pay, and for the transaction charge I have to pay. Okay, so and then I have to mention their name and their account number which was in local, okay, in India. Okay, so automatically they transfer that amount from there to here. Okay, that amount called as money transfer, which was used last 10 years before. Okay, like that money transfer method only in those days used by Surat, that is called as hundis. Okay, so that Surat hundi was very valuable. So honored particularly in Egypt and Iraq and Belgium. Okay, what they did means, suppose one of the trader who wants to go to Africa. Okay, he after selling his horse here, he had lot of amount. Okay, he feel this danger to taking all the amount in my hand like that. Okay, so he will give the amount one of the banker in Surat and gets a letter to him. Okay, so and so he is paid this much amount, like 1 crore. Okay, so who take and show this bond, you have to pay this much amount, like that they are write and they sign and they kept seal in that sheet. Okay, so that sheet should be taken and show. Suppose he is Africa and in Africa where the particular branch was working, so he have to show in that branch and he can collect amount. Okay, like that only they transfer amount in those days. That is only called as hundis. So Surat hundi was very famous in those days. Okay, so how Surat was declined? How Surat was declined means, particularly after 17th century Surat was declined. Why? Because Surat lost its power because the English East Indian Company, English East Indian Company stopped to trade in Surat. Okay, why? Because the Portuguese, Dutch and English people often they fight in Arabian Sea. Okay, often fight in Arabian Sea. So during that time, that fight, the country they made the agreement. Okay, all countries are very near country in Europe. Okay, so they are making agreement. So where Dutch and Portugal doing business, in that place the English people not ready to doing business. So they are making agreement. So they shifted their trading place into Bombay, present day Bombay, so Mumbai. Okay, so when English people they start to trade this place, slowly that place, the trading activity of everything going to be decline in Surat. Okay, so particularly in the year of 1668, okay, particularly in the year of 1668, English East Indian Company started to construct headquarters in for its textile business, I said. Okay, so where is Surat is located? In Gujarat. It is a emporium of Western trade, and it is a gateway of Western Asia and Gulf of Homes, and it is also called as gateway of Mecca. Okay, so many variety of people they lived in Surat and they are doing business. So what type of cloth was very famous in Surat means it's a gold jari pattern of cloth was very famous. Okay, so in the year of 17th century, around 17th century, Surat declined its power. Okay, so next we are going to be discuss about Masulipatam. Masulipatam or Machilipatnam. So in Hindi, this term used for fish is Machli. Okay, so the plenty amount of fish was taken in that city. That's why the city was called as Masulipatam. Otherwise, in the local term, it's called as Machilipatnam. Okay, so where it is located means present day Andhra Pradesh. Okay, present day Andhra Pradesh is located. Okay, so exactly where it is located means in the Krishna river delta. Okay, the Krishna river delta, the Masulipatam was located. So Masulipatam is located. Okay, so it was very famous during 17th century in South India. With 17th century, this Masulipatam was very famous for its intensive trading activity. Okay, particularly spice traders were doing good in this center. Okay, so who constructed a port in this city means Dutch people only. Okay, so during the Dutch people only they construct the fort in this city. Okay, construct the fort in the city. So who are doing trading activity in this city means the Dutch English East Indian Company. Okay, so both the Dutch and English East Indian Company, EEIC means English East Indian Company. Okay, so the Dutch company and English East Indian Company often try to control the Masulipatam. Okay, so one of the Nawab. Okay, so when there was ruled under the Golconda king, one of the Nawab of Golconda, Qutb Shah, okay, he was the ruler of Golconda. He imposed a royal monopoly. Okay, he gave the royal monopoly to who pay lot of tax in this place. Okay, to them they gave the royal monopoly. So okay, particularly what are the things they sold in this place means textile, spices and the other item. Okay, so they were sold that place. Particularly who dominate means English East Indian Company. Okay, so it's a lot of competition in that place. Who are competitor means the Golconda Nawabs. See, one place the competition is more means that means the trading was enormous. Okay, so the Golconda Nawabs, Persian traders, okay, Telugu commodity chittis and European traders, they all together often fight and they are trying to put lot of profit in this place. Okay, so in that time, the Mughals tried to capture this place. Okay, so tried to capture the place. So one of the Nawab of Mughal, Mir Jamal, okay, Mir Jamal, he not only Mir Jamula, okay, Mir Jamula, he not only a commander, not only a governor, who was a trader. Okay, once a trader going to become a Nawab or governor, whatever it is, he has to focus the trading purpose only. Okay, so Mir Jafar, so he was a merchant also, and what he did means he play off. Okay, he play off with the Dutch and English East Indian Company. Play off means he is doing unwanted work and they both are getting fighting. Okay, and like normal issue like. Okay, so Dutch and East Indian Company fighted. So in that he enjoyed the profit. Okay, so like that they often fighted. Okay, so what happened means centers it was felt should combine political, administrative and commercial role. So the company rulers, the East Indian Company moved to Bombay, Calcutta and Madras, represented Chennai. So in that place started to new factories, started to new food. Okay, that's why the Masulipattnam lost its power. Even nowadays it was looking very small village. Even nowadays also we have Masulipattnam. Often whenever cyclone hits the eastern coastal side, often this city, this place only affected. Okay, even nowadays also you can hear the news. A cyclone was hit Masulipattnam. Cyclone was hit Masulipattnam. Often we can see. Okay, so even this place is existing today, but it is not much bigger city. It was small town at present. Okay, so Masulipattnam over. Next, new towns and traders. Okay, next topic is new towns and traders. So already I said through Surat, many foreign traders, many foreign people, they comes to know about Indian products. Okay, particularly in spices and Indian cloth were reached to European market. Okay, were reached to European market. Okay, so when it is reached European market, the people, Indian product getting very much demand. Okay, Indian product getting a very much demand. Why? Because its florid designs, particularly cloth, Indian cloth was very famous in European market, particularly England and all. We are getting very good market. Okay, so many foreign traders, many European sailors, European traders, they come along with a very big ship and very big novel too. Okay, so they come and here get Indian product. Okay, that's why Vasco da Gama comes to India. Okay, they started to get Indian spices, and particular time they are not able to get Indian product. Okay, so it's create very demand. That's why many rulers in Europe they spend a lot of amount to find out sea route to India. Okay, like that many European people they try to find out sea route to India. So like that only Vasco da Gama also find out the sea route to India. So when they find out sea route of India, each and every European country they send their traders to India for trading purpose. Okay, so they are doing the trading business in India. Okay, particularly whoever comes to India means the Dutch, the English people, the French, they are formed in East Indian Company. Okay, what do you mean by East Indian Company? Often I say, see in our world map, Europe is suppose. So this is Equator, this is prime meridian. So here we have our Indian continent. Okay, so India. So this place we have Europe. Okay, so for direction wise, India is from Europe. India is in west direction. Sorry, east direction. Sorry, India is east direction. That's why European countries they are framing, they are making East Indian companies. Okay, French East Indian Company, British East Indian Company, Dutch East Indian Company, Portugal East Indian Company. Like that, each and every European company they are making a separate East Indian Company. Okay, so through that company they started to trade in India. Okay, so when they are coming, before they comes to here, who are the two famous traders in India? They are doing trading in Arabian Sea. Okay, who are these? Mullah Abdul Kafar. Mullah Abdul Kafar. Mullah Abdul Kafar and Virji Vora. Okay, so both are very famous traders. They have number of sheep and they are trading in Arabian Sea and the Europe market. Okay, when the East Indian Company dominated, okay, when the English East Indian Company, Portugal East Indian Company, Dutch East Indian Company dominate, their business going to be decline. Okay, how they are dominate means when they comes to trade, they are keeping a separate army to protect them. Okay, for that ship, suppose they are coming more than 100 ship, means they are keeping separate army, separate naval able to get order, not able to get amount. So they are moving to search some other work. Okay, like that only craft persons. Okay, so these people they are going coming and settle down in the black city. Okay, black town for Indian people. Okay, Indian workers. Okay, Indian workers, Indian wages. The Indian workers they started to settle in black town. This town is not much festivalized. Okay, so it's a congested town. There is no water facility, drainage system under very worst condition. So in that place, our Indian people were asked to, they forced to settle in that place. Okay, so like that the towns were developed. Okay, that one is given in our book, page number 87. The blacks or native traders or